Media Award, which goes to Mr. Siddharth Vardarajan, editor, The Wire.
Mr. Siddharth Vardarajan is a journalist and editor whose fearless pursuit of truth has redefined independent journalism in India. As the founding editor of The Wire, a leading digital news platform launched in 2015, he has championed incisive reporting and critical analysis, offering a counter-narrative to mainstream media. An economist by training, he graduated from the London School of Economics and Columbia University. In 1995, he began his career as an editorial writer at the Times of India, later rising to prominence as the editor of The Hindu. In 2015, alongside Siddharth Bhatia and M.K. Vinu, he founded The Wire under the Foundation for Independent Journalism, creating a non-profit platform dedicated to free expression. His tenure at The Wire has not been without challenges. Legal battles and police scrutiny have tested his resolve, yet he remains steadfast, viewing journalism as a bulwark against power. Mr. Siddharth Vardarajan's unwavering dedication to journalistic excellence, his courage in amplifying the voices of the marginalized, and his transformative impact on India's media landscape make him a deserving recipient of the Duniya Media for Unity Award in the digital category. He continues to inspire, proving that journalism can indeed speak truth to power. Let's give him a round of applause.
Please, few words.
I'm very grateful to the Nai Duniya Foundation, to the jury, to Shahid Siddiqui Sahab for this recognition, which I accept as the 10th birthday gift for The Wire. The Wire is now 10 years old. And dare I say, this award would not have been possible without the hard work of all of our colleagues at The Wire. So I'm grateful to them, and I think this is really an award for the work that all of us have collectively put in. I want to add that this award for us, and indeed the awards today for all the different categories, should be seen as a shot in the arm for a sector, a sector of creativity in India that is embattled and under threat. Different recipients have made references to the times we live in, but the fact is that being a journalist today exposes a person to all kinds of threats. I think what we have experienced at The Wire is nothing much to write about. I think about my colleague Praveer Purkast, founder of the NewsClick, who had to endure several months of imprisonment in a framed case under the UAPA. I think of my colleagues in Kashmir, fine digital journalists, Fahad Shah, Sajjad Gul, who spent nearly 2 years under UAPA, under the PSA, again on fabricated framed charges. I think of Siddiq Kappan, who had to spend more than 2 years before he got bail, and even now the specter of that case and that litigation hangs over his head. I think of a young digital journalist, Jaiswal from Uttar Pradesh, who filed a story on how school children were being given roti and salt for a midday meal. And he got arrested for filing that kind of story, spent time in a police lockup, and again had to battle to get bail. This is the reality. the government can turn around and say that these are only a few examples. That there are thousands of journalists in India and only maybe 100 or 200 have had to suffer police cases or imprisonment or worse. But the fact is that this operates, fear and censorship operate through the chilling effect. For every journalist who is arrested, the aim is to deter and scare off hundreds of others. For every filmmaker who finds that a film that she has worked on for 2 years or more will never be shown to audiences in India because the censor board makes all kinds of illegitimate demands, the message goes out to other filmmakers that you better exercise your lens. You better make your films with one, looking over your shoulder. And the same is true for, literally every category of award that we've seen today. Playwrights, I think of the students at University in Haryana who were stopped from a performance of one of Mahashweta Devi's plays. So this is the times that we are living in, where freedom of expression in different forms has become a challenge. And I think what Mr. Shourie said about the responsibility of all of us, I think we all have to fight and resist this in our domain. The Wire is very proud to be part of a thriving digital media ecosystem, where there are literally dozens of websites and portals that are doing fantastic work in different languages all across the country, and they're doing it under difficult circumstances with hardly any capital, hardly any money, and with the specter of threats constantly looming. And so I think that the recognition that you have placed on us, of course, increases our sense of responsibility that we have to rise to the occasion and constantly prove ourselves worthy of this award. But at the end of the day, the fight for preserving and defending freedom of expression in all its forms, media, print, digital, broadcast, books, plays, films, and all the other categories. You mentioned satire. It's impossible today for a stand-up comic like Kunal Kamra to perform. Constantly facing threats, he has to leave his hometown in order to be safe from physical violence and all kinds of fabricated police cases. This is the reality. So I think you've done a great service, sir, in instituting these awards, and I can't think of a better platform to have done it. And Maulana Siddiqui himself has been an inspiration for those fighting for freedom of press and freedom of expression in this country. So I think you've done a great service to not just the awardees, but I think for the entire embattled field of ideas and freedom of expression. I thank you very much for that. Thank you.
सीधा चश्मा, नजर बदलो, नजरिया बदलो.